Hello and welcome to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. This is Colleen Beamish from Humor Bean Cards, and today I will be making a retirement card featuring some products from Honeybee Stamps. So to begin, I have the Lovely Layers Tackle Box die set here, and in today's video I'm going to be assembling this tackle box and then filling it with some pieces from the display box tackle add-on die set. So I have all of the components of the tackle box die cut out here. I used two different shades of teal cardstock for the main box, so the box and then kind of the lid. And then I used some matte metallic cardstock for the latch of the box, and then these little shelves, which allow you to kind of tuck things into them. I have two different shades of gray cardstock. So I just went into my stash of scraps and die cut out all of these pieces, and I'm using some liquid glue to assemble those, just making sure that I'm not sealing shut that kind of split in the paper so things can still be tucked in. So once I have all of those layered up, I'm going to put the entire box together. So I'm putting some glue around the top edge of this main box component and then putting the lid on top. This probably would have been easier if I put the glue onto the lid that I was gluing on, but either way it works. Again, I'm just making sure that I'm not gluing shut the little slit in the box. And then I'm going to tuck in the little shelves, and I did decide to add some foam tape behind this little shelf so that it wasn't completely flat, so it would be popped up. If I made this again, I don't think that is entirely necessary. It didn't add as much dimension as I imagined, and I think gluing it down would, have pretty much the same effect. I did find that when I first put the foam tape behind it, it had kind of sealed shut that slit in the paper, so then I needed to trim down my foam tape and only put it on the bottom half so that there was still room to tuck items into that little shelf. So I'll just finagle with that. Again, I don't think using the foam tape is really necessary. I should mention that all of the products I use in today's video will be linked down in the description below, so be sure to check that out. I think this is a really fun die set, and really you can do a lot with it too. So I did pop up the second shelf as well. That one's a little bit more fun, but again, I put the foam tape just at the bottom half of the shelf so you can still stick things in. Now I have the display box tackle add-on, and this just has so many different components you can assemble and put together. I went ahead and die cut out all the items I wanted to be using on this card. I did not die cut out all of them, so there's some other pieces that I didn't include. If you go onto the Honeybee Stamps website for both products, you will see that they do have a guide kind of for layering the pieces together. So I was referencing that, especially for the tackle box. And then there's just kind of an image I was following along with. I did use the same colors as they use in their example, just to keep it simple and straightforward. I find that choosing the colors for all the items is one of the things I kind of struggle with. So sometimes it's easiest just to follow the example they provide. A lot of these little tackle pieces are one or two layers, or I guess two layers, so a lot of them just have two different components that you would die cut out in a couple different colors. I stuck mostly with blues and greens, and then a couple yellows and reds for those pops of color. So a lot of these are very simple and straightforward. You see here, it's just a lot of gluing and assembling. If you're someone who enjoys, puzzle pieces and that sort of thing, that's exactly what this is like. You'll notice I'm also using my Pinkfresh Studio embellishment tool, and that is because it has a wax end that allows me to pick up all of these tiny pieces, so that I'm not trying to scramble to get the pieces off of my craft surface. So I do recommend using one of those if you have one. Now with these, there's three little fish, I forget what they're called, but little fish ones, and the eye is supposed to have a white circle around it with a dark blue center. And so I cut out all the little eye centers, but then I was really confused about how the white was getting on there. So I thought I'll just draw the white on with a white gel pen and then put the blue center in. But then I found that the blue center was actually the full width of the eye space. So then I was kind of confused. So then I went back in with the white pen over top. I'm still not exactly sure what I was supposed to do, but by my third little fish friend, I did figure out the process. So I glued the navy blue circle on and then put white gel pen around the edge. And again, maybe I was supposed to die cut out another piece, but at that point it gets so tiny that I don't really have the patience for it. So hopefully this helps you with your process of putting these together. But here you'll see I glue down the little blue piece. I'm using the opposite end of my embellishment tool to kind of maneuver that around. It gets hard when the pieces are this small. And then I will go in with a white gel pen and just put the circle around the outside of those eyes. So this third one ends up pretty good, in my opinion. And it's what I would have liked all three of them to look like, but it is what it is, and I don't think anyone's paying that much attention to it. So the last component I have is this fishing line spool, and I die cut out what was like the fishing line piece out of some vellum so that it kind of looked clear, since fishing line is clear, and then you just glue the top on that. Now, if you wanted to get really detailed, you could definitely go in with some ink blending or add details, but I was keeping it pretty simple for this card. Now I'm taking my tackle box, and I actually have a mini slimline card base, and so it's not your A2 size card, it's mini slimline, and I'm actually gluing my tackle box to the bottom of that. So some of the tackle box is just going to be cut off as excess, and to some of you that might be really upsetting, but I wanted it to cover kind of the bottom half of this card to almost be like a zoomed in version of the tackle box. So I added my glue, making sure to avoid any of the areas where I'm going to want to be able to tuck in items. And then once the glue dries, I will flip over my card and I will use my Spellbinders 9-inch Pro Shears to cut off all of the excess. And these scissors are really good at cutting through multiple layers of cardstock. You could also use your paper trimmer if you don't have some big shears like this. So this is the basis of my card now. So I have the card base with my tackle box glued down, and then I'll just enjoy the process of sticking all of my components into the little shelves and spaces. So I'm just using my liquid glue for this. I didn't do anything like popped up or anything, but there's plenty of dimension just with all the different layers we have going on. And I'll just kind of play around, placing items in, seeing how I like them to look, and then adding my glue and sticking them down. I did try to kind of keep the colors varied throughout, so we didn't have too many items of the same color all right next to each other. And I really like the colors, how they all coordinate with each other, especially with like the teal tackle box in the background. So this process is really just about the composition of the card and having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I didn't die cut out all of the components in the die set, because one, I don't think they would have all fit in, or it would have been like really, really crowded, and I think I probably would have gotten overwhelmed. Some of the pieces I did cut off like the little tail end or something so that it would fit easier into these areas. There is another die set that Honeybee Stamps offers that it's like just a display box, so the items wouldn't be tucked behind, so then you could have them like full length. But I found with the tackle box, some of the pieces, cutting them down made it easier to make them fit. So yeah, I really am happy with how this card turned out. After I glue down all of my components, I will go in and add some like white highlights using my white gel pen. I do that off camera so you won't see it, but it's just adding little bits of white around the edges to kind of make it look more real or a little bit more dimensional, and I really like how that looks. I'm down to my last piece that I'm gluing down, and I did struggle a little bit with it. It didn't like stick or something, so then when I picked it back up, I had rotated it. You'll see here, and so then the green was right next to the other green fish, so then I pick it back up and I glue it back down again, but with the orange on the other side, again avoiding all of the same colors being right next to each other. So those are all of my tackle in my tackle box. I will go ahead and stamp down the sentiment, which is happy retirement. I don't recall off the top of my mind the name of that stamp set, but it's another honeybee stamp set. It has a lot of great sentiments. I'll have it linked down below. And I'm just using some Gina K Amalgam Black ink for that. I'm keeping this card clean and simple on the background because we have so much going on with the tackle box. And that is my card completed. So I hope this video was helpful to you and provided some inspiration. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll be seeing you again real soon. Thanks so much. Bye.